Hello from a beautiful Ledbury. First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody because it has not been an easy year. I think pretty much anywhere. There have been great highlights though, which you're going to hear about shortly. But before anything, I would like to give a big personal appreciation to everybody for working incredibly hard.
Дякую.
Valdez.
Muchas gracias.
ขอบคุณครับ धन्यवाद
Спасибо.
Dziękuję
Андрей.
谢谢。
Tinotenda
Diabonga.
Oscar Cool.
Bye, donkey.
Liabulela kia lebua Paya danki siabong
Thank you.
It was fast.
Keep going.
Let's go. We're now going under the famous oak tree from which I got caught by the camera swinging a few years ago, hence the invitation picture. Anyway, more seriously.
We'd also like to welcome all new starters and our new partners at the Lutton Blueberry Farm.
Hi, we're the Mead family. I'm Emily, Charlotte,
Charlie
Zoe,
Peter
and we're really glad to be working with Haygrove on this joint venture at Lutton.
As you can see, we are very diverse in culture and geography, and it's this that brings risk spread and strength. We're split roughly 50% growing systems and growing, which has been the case for a long time and is deliberate. Half capital sales, half consumable. Within growing, from a UK origin, you can see that we're now becoming more balanced by country and also by fruit. We're now farming about 600 hectares, mostly under tunnels, and about 10,000 tonnes of fruit. Within growing systems, we've got a long, consistent history of genuine grower-to-grower care and innovation. We're known for really listening and trying to understand the need of each individual customer and adapting to it. This may be a simple pioneer tunnel or a really innovative new type of tunnel, which we call the Advantage range. Looking forward at climate change and all those challenges, we really want to be known for those innovative problem-solving products. However, being known for product is the first of 3 steps coined by Richard, and the second is to become known for our mission, which many do know already, but many don't. And the third is to be recognised in the future by anyone looking closely at us for our positive impact. This was given by my wonderful grandmother. So, standing next to one of the most resilient trees known to man, we continue investing as much as we can in resilience, in the footprint, in infrastructure, in people, and increasingly in systems. Here are some examples of what we've been doing to ensure that we're fit for the future.
We're here on our new town farm to look at our latest investment in cold storage. We've made 4 phases of development since 2018, and we've now got a 9,000 square metre site which is centrally located, and we've done that so that we can support our growing propagation business. This site's about our future, and we've made this investment so that we have infrastructure resilience, and it's given us the flexibility that we need for future-proofing our packing and logistics functions. This secondary cooling system minimises the use of refrigerant gases, and that means that we can chill more pallets for less carbon. The carbon footprint on this facility is less than 1/10 of what it would be if we were using conventional fridge gas. Using Haygrove HortiPlanet alongside financial accounts enabled us to understand our carbon footprint and reduce UK farm emissions by 58% over 5 years.
HortiPlanet has helped us to show that 725 tonnes of CO2 annually were being produced from our electricity usage. we started installing solar panels across all of our sites. These are generating 700,000 kilowatts per year, which is 21% of our electricity needs.
All 13 hectares are currently heated with biomass fuel, 100%. We have in total 7 biomass boilers, which are producing 7.5 megawatts of power. We managed to reduce our gas usage from 11.5 million kilowatts per year to only 25,000.
I'm standing above the newly built Kington Reservoir that can hold 23,000 cubes of water. We built this reservoir in order to secure our water supply and take the pressure off during summer months. The reservoir and electricity on site are just a couple of things that we have done in order to make sure that Kington site is fit for the future.
At Amachuba, we are blessed with a lot of water. Our dam capacity holds like 400,000 cubic meters of water. This is what I call resilience.
Over the last few years, we've been committed to trying to build a business down in South Africa that is more resilient. Examples of some of these resilience investments include building additional water capacity up in George, climate mitigation interventions like putting shade net over poly, floor wetting up in Amajuba. We've put renewable energy across most of our sites, and then we've also upgraded our packing and cooling facilities in Hermanus as well as in George to try and improve quality.
From a resilience perspective, the Eden business has focused on a number of key areas, but water resilience is number one. Just 5 months ago, the business lost 20 hectares worth of tunnels in an extreme windstorm. We should anticipate that these changes in weather can also give rise to variable rainfall patterns. In order to mitigate this risk, we capture runoff from our tunnels. This runoff is then channeled into large sumps and pumped back into our storage dams. We have also sunk a number of boreholes. However, due to the proximity to the ocean, the water quality is saline. We have also invested in 2 reverse osmosis plants to clean up the water, which is then blended with rainwater. One of the most important initiatives taken was interconnecting dams across all farms, which helped us to manage our water better and to move water from one side to another.
Hi, my name is Anton Munich. I lead the finance department and the triple bottom line support team within South Africa, and behind me is one of the 6 solar projects that we've embarked on in the last year. While this isn't a great day for solar for obvious reasons, it will work, I promise.
In order to build a more resilient business, the company has decided to invest in 2 key areas of the pack house. Firstly, we have increased our cooling additional capacity to help promote better quality. Secondly, we have added 3 new packing lines that will help drive efficiently, meaning we can better cope with volume spikes and spend less on overtime.
My name is Gisela Sao, and I run Haygrove's tissue culture lab based in George. And this is where life begins.
Owning our own nursery and tissue culture lab has slowly begun to transform farming results. We have to ensure that we are very intentional about building additional lines of defense.
This is our newly built backup facility, which is our second line of defense.
We have invested in more great people to help maintain stability and reduce key man dependency. Investing in human resilience is just as vital as investing in other parts of the nursery.
We propagate around 3 million plants, including blackberries, raspberries and strawberries. In the past years, with a recent investment, I would say quite huge, and it was dream come true. This is a total vent tunnels. Touching the benefit of the total vent, one of them, it's a climate change, which I think everybody know aware of that. So that with a huge bigger area and availability go up and down, it avoids any spikes of the temperatures together any strange behaviors or weather. We just don't need to think long time. Go back to the last week, we was have it -5. Today we were +15 sunny days. You know, this is ideal what we can do for the plants. If we go in the summer, that allows us again to reduce all the spikes of the temperature together, which is quite important for us, it's a water quality, and with that structure, capturing each drop of the rain on that tunnels, which we was not able to do in the past with the old tunnel standing here. The benefits of total vent, it's definitely will be climate control, also labor saving, and plant quality. Cannot say.
This year we had heavy rain for more than 3 times in August, September and October. The heavy rain flooded our farm. We take actions to reinforce our drainage. This is quite a high cost investment, but we believe this will bring us long-term benefit. On our farm, thrips and mealybugs is always a challenge to control. We are finding new ways of the integrated pest management. So we introduced the predators of the Swiss-key and the parasitic wasp, and now we find some good outcome, which increased the yield and better fruit quality and the yield potential. This also benefits the environment protection, solid proof of our Haygrove company culture, triple bottom line, people, planet, and profit.
We're in the Haygrove Chrysalis lab in Ledbury. Haygrove Chrysalis offers the diagnosis of pests, so insects and mites, and also diseases. Thanks to a protocol that I developed with UK governmental authorities, I can import samples for the identification of insects and mites from virtually anywhere in the world. What other growing systems business can offer a fast, reliable, and international diagnostic laboratory service to their customers? Well, it's really easy to send samples for flower mapping. All you have to do is grab your strawberry plants or blackberry raspberry canes, pack them into your typical plastic bag, and put it in the post. So for the diagnostics of pests, all you have to do is take some affected plant tissue, like this leaf, or say it's flower, and include it into a small plastic bottle. Remember to tell your customers about Haygrove Chrysalis when you're on farm with them. It's as easy as sending me a WhatsApp. Just contact me here.
Growing systems is very interesting while challenging. Clearly, hundreds of thousands more hectares of high-value crops will be covered in the future, and they will have to be covered. They'll need to be covered by more flexible tunnels. But it's pretty tough at the moment. There's been a painful lag time in the adjustment of price paid by supermarkets to our grower customers. And something which I think is not spoken about as much as perhaps it will be, is that when growers have received a weather hit, which more and more of us have, it takes a bit of time to recover. All this spells increasing opportunity for those that are investing.
So talking about some of those bigger projects, we've had Norse Farms in the United States invest in 2 significant total vent projects, one in North Carolina, one in Massachusetts.
Recognising the opportunity in flowers and blueberries, we've partnered with a local business and delivered our first tunnels into Colombia. The strategic opportunity and challenge facing us requires a more focused approach to the Pioneer and Advantage product ranges, both in manufacturing and sourcing, but also in product development and sales.
There are 3 real projects which have stood out this year as being not only significant for our position in 2024, but hopefully serving as a platform for future growth.
All 3 projects covered blueberries in the Yunnan province of southwest China. 37 hectares of Pioneer, 22 hectares of Pioneer with full electric doors, and a more involved 14-hectare full EPC farm development project covering everything from levelling the land and cutting the drains to building climate-controlled tunnels and also a refrigerated pack house.
Come to the meeting room for extra special customers. Come in. It's pretty strange having a mission statement first line of do something remarkable, damn it. I appreciate that. What does the word remarkable mean? What is this about? It's not any single thing. This is about a consistency over the long term of doing things that are beyond audit, beyond necessity, and in their totality add up to remarkability. And what might those things include now when you look back over the last 20 or 30 years?
Years ago, the idea of Project One Farm was born. The concept was to try and give opportunities to top South African pickers who are typically unemployed in the winter months and employ them on the farm in the UK to pick fruit in the summer months. So in 2022, 29 staff were sent to the UK as part of a pilot project. The first project was a huge success for both the staff and the UK alike. Following this success, we began scaling the project as fast as we could. In 2024, a total of 267 South African employees went to the UK. This coming season, we are planning for 375. One farm is changing lives. This is not only in terms of the earning potential, but lives are being enriched as staff are given the opportunity to travel and experience different cultures from around the world. One farm is really about living our purpose, being remarkable, and making a difference in the lives of so many. The good news is we are just getting started.
I'm Rita Watson. I've recently joined Haygrove here in Hermanus. I am super excited to be part of the One Farm project.
My highlight in the UK was to work with different people. In the UK, you'll never be scared wherever you go, even at night. I was doing picking. I was on staff also. I was a top picker.
Why do this is a fair question. It's not about wanting to be remarkable, so what? We're one company. It's about trying to inspire others by the thoughts that we provoke when they meet us to reflect themselves on what a great company is, because it's business that runs most of the world. So if we can be part of a new movement that defines business more roundedly, and of course this is not a new idea, it's been going on for only hundreds of years, but it's just a few only. All we've got to do in our lifetimes is move that 7, 8, 9% up to 20%. And that's achievable because 20% isn't a number you can ignore. They're not oddballs, it's too many. And if that 20% does better financially, and they should, because they're going to be smarter, they're going to attract better people like you, then you can be sure that 31% more will notice. That may sound an idealistic aspiration, but it's what we're about. Let's perform well in profit, that's the daily task. Step by step, an accumulation of remarkable things. Let's be one of those companies that when others look at us, they go, gosh, yes, they're defining business a bit differently. That really is a great business.
The purpose of the Haygrove Leading Culture Programme is to strengthen culture, improve leadership and team working while learning and enjoying the process. It includes teams from across the business internationally.
For the Leading Culture workshop, I think it was
really a fantastic week for whole Haygrove China leadership team, including both leaders from growing systems and growing. Ian is a quite insightful and meticulous leader who's really spent a lot of time working together with us and help us reinforce the culture and improve the leadership. So we really appreciate this opportunity. In regards to how I apply these learnings into my daily work, to be honest, I think nowadays the workforce demands much greater autonomy, flexibility, empowerment, and mobility. So as leaders, every day we are dealing with new challenges. I have two expectations for myself. The first one is think globally and act locally. The second one is leading by example. Everyone is a leader, no matter if you are leading yourself, leading others, or even leading an organization. So lead by example and never stop motivating, listening, supporting my team members, and help them grow within the organization.
Check this out, okay?
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get my dress.
We love you all! That was good.